Okay, I have been working on these artist trading coins. I started out with some chipboard. It's not terribly heavy duty, but it is heavier, stronger than cardstock. And I drew around the lid of my Mod Podge. I keep an 8-ounce bottle on hand. It's not exactly the size of 2.5 inches. It's a little smaller, and I've made them double-sided. This one um, has little tiny metal triangles embedded into the background, which was some, let's see, I used the Ranger Distress Oxide ink. I have faded blue jeans, and that was rubbed over top of the background layer of, let's see, what do we have here? Oh, here we go. Just some plain zinc Snow White. I think that's what it says. Oh, no, it's just Snow White, but it has numbers in front of it. Apple Barrel acrylic white paint, which I've actually applied to all of these before adding anything else. So anyway, I've got the blue inks, and then I have some stickles. Where did you go, stickles? Oh, here we go. I used the silver stickles and spread it with my finger. And then I used these little metal pieces. I have a lot of different shapes here, and I don't remember what the name of it is. I peeled the sticker off. Oh, wait a minute. Here's the sticker. Okay. That's what it says. Bead landing. Okay. Embellishments. Alright, so on top of all of the layers of color and stickles, I have added on all of these, the top layer is Mod Podge Dimensional Magic. This is the second bottle I've been running through them. To give it a coating and to make it really make sure those little gems are well embedded and aren't going to go anywhere. On the opposite side, I used some periwinkle paint in acrylic and some purple ink. Let's see. Oh, here it is. It's my only purple ink, and it's by Colorbox. Archival dye in deep grape. I smeared those nicely by spraying them with some Distress Mica. This is the silver one. It comes in 3 packs, different colors. I applied some of this kind of chain around the outside perimeter, and for 3 of them I used this E6000 goop stuff, it really adheres to your fingers a lot, and I wasn't really feeling happy about that. So this last one that's not finished just yet, I thought, well, let's see if we can stick it on with the Turbo Tacky Glue, Aleene's, and it seems to work just fine. While it's still wet, I hold the chain in place with my Dollar Tree clothespins. Wonderful, wonderful clothespins, much cheaper than clamps, okay? So the next thing I did here was I used some nail polish, because mixed media means mix it up, right? So I've got this purple nail polish I put for the center, and white nail polish for the petals on the flower. And then when that was dry, I covered the entire surface with the Dimensional Magic. Okay, this next one was done with the same ingredients, but on top of, instead of paint and ink, I topped it with some black cardstock, which I had left over from a previous project that was made by spritzing it with 50% glycerin and 50% water. And after you've really moistened both sides of the black cardstock, you crinkle it in your hands and then you smooth it back out. You might do that 2 or 3 times, and it ends up with a really nice lumpy kind of a leather texture. And okay, so I glued that to the entire surface of the circle, and I used the silver stickles to make a crescent moon. I glued down some little star shapes and topped it all off with the Dimensional Magic from Mod Podge. On this side, I did the same purples. That was the Periwinkle acrylic paint by Martha Stewart, and the purple deep grape ink. Then when that was dry, I added some glittery nail polish. I love this stuff. And I just made these shapes here. When that was dry, I topped it with the Dimensional Magic. Now this one, I used the same method of the purples, you know, the periwinkle and the purple ink, and I dripped on some lavender nail polish and just made dots with it. So when that was dry, I topped it with Dimensional Magic, so it's nice and smooth. On this side, I have some pink paint, pink acrylic paint, and the silver stickles, and little pearl shapes from that same box of shapes. And that's topped also with the Dimensional Magic. And the rim has the chain. So this is the chain group. Now this one's not done on this side yet. I haven't topped it, so it's still very dimensional. And on the back I have blue ink and the silver mica spray and the silver stickles. I really like the way the mica spray affects the ink here. That's really nice. And I also have little gems on here that are, I can't tell what shape they are anymore. They're sort of like diamonds. So this side is white nail polish surrounding the little glitter nail polish, purple glitter. And I took this, my friend that I did a swap with. Alma Olson sent me a bunch of things, and I cut a piece. It was a bigger piece, and glued that down with the Turbo Tacky glue, and that's the stem. Okay, so that will be finished off with some Dimensional Magic. Now the next set, I used white acrylic paint and then some blue ink. I believe that was the same blue ink that's the Blue Jeans color of Distress Oxide. And I just loved that color combination, and it reminded me of the moon. There is a little bubble on here, but that's kind of neat. I like it. I'm not going to try to get rid of it. That's from the Dimensional Magic. Sometimes you get bubbles and you're not looking, and you can poke them with a pin. On the opposite side, I had, if you can look closely, you'll see the